Areeda Schneider-Stampley. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I think is this supposed to be me? It's me. Well, I'm back, Areeda. I thought they were going to cheat me out of talking about you. Areeda Schneider-Stampley grew up in tiny Rogersville, Alabama, and attended Andrew Jackson Business College to study accounting and secretarial science. Moving to Nashville, she landed a spot for 3 years on the popular WSIX TV show Noel Ball's Saturday Showcase, where she lip-synced hit records of the day by artists such as Connie Francis, Patti Page, and others. I kind of want to see that. We can do that later. She was also a runway model for local department store Kane Sloan. Landing a job in the music industry, first at Columbia Records, Areeda logged 27 years with the music industry giant, where she began as assistant to Cecil Scaife, manager of custom record pressing. Taking a 3-year hiatus to rear her son, she worked as a part-time tour guide at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. She returned to Columbia in 1975, first as a receptionist and later as marketing coordinator and assistant to Rick Blackburn, president of the label. When Epic Records became part of the Columbia family, the name of the label changed to CBS Records, and Areeda was promoted to manager of administration. Here's a special friend who fondly recalls those days.
I'm Mo Bandy, and I'm here with my good friend Justin McBride, the great world champion bull rider and a great singer. And we want to congratulate all the ladies tonight. Congratulations, especially my good friend Areeda Stampley. And your years at CBS, you were a trooper, and we knew all what was going on. We just talked to Areeda. And thank you very much, and congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, lady. It's an honor well-deserved, and enjoy your night.
Thank you.
In 1980, in cooperation with Middle Tennessee State University, she initiated the Music Row Student Internship Program. Consolidation in the music industry led Areeda to leave CBS in 1996. She plunged into various projects, including writing a cookbook, Areeda's Southern Cooking, winning numerous blue ribbons for her cooking. In the early 2000s, she and former CBS Epic artist Joe Stampley ran into each other at EMI Publishing's annual Hot Dog Day on Music Row, and were soon married. Both remain very active in the music industry. It is my pleasure to introduce 2014 Source honoree Areeda Schneider-Stampley.
Thank you so much, Jeannie. I appreciate that. And thank you to Source for this honor and this recognition tonight, along with these esteemed women who I've worked with on Music Row for many years. And back when a lot of us were hired to be secretaries, just secretaries. But we all aspire to be more than just a secretary, and I think we all made it. If you had to work for a living, there was no better place to work than CBS Records, particularly during those history-making days of the 1960s and the 90s. My first job there was with Cecil Scaife, who was a dear friend with Johnny Cash. They worked together at Sony Records, so I got to meet Johnny Cash, and there's so many artists at CBS that were just fabulous. Marty Robbins was not only a great artist, entertainer, but a very sweet man. He was known for hanging out in the office, and he'd walk in your office and sit down and chit-chat with you. And one day I was talking to my mother on the phone, and he said, well, who you have me talking to? And I said, well, I'm talking to Mama. And he said, well, let me talk to Mama. So my mother still today talks about the day she talked to Marty Robinson. Tammy Wynette was a dear friend. We both were from Alabama, so every day, anytime that she would come in to meet with Billy Sherrill, she'd always stick her head in the door and chit-chat a little bit, and then she'd head up the steps to Billy Sherrill's office with her 3 little girls along behind her. And another of my favorite artists on CBS, and whose album I always immediately put on the turntable when new product came in, because it is always great country songs, and he was produced by the genius Billy Sherrill, and that was Joe Stampley. Who knew years later? But anytime we run into others that worked on Music Row back in that period, you know, we always talk about what did great working on Music Row during that period of time. And you know, during the time when we had really important events taking place, such as the day the day that Glenn Sutton streaked 16th Avenue, or the day we stopped traffic for hours to roll a giant plastic sun down 16th Avenue just to promote Joe Diffie's new release, Third Rock from the Sun. And the day that we found out that the great Western star, Joe Palance, was in Billy's office doing push-ups with one arm. So Emily let us girls know, so we went running up to Billy's office so we could get to meet Jack Palance. And I think he ended up performing that same little feat on Johnny Carson's late night show later on. Or the day that a dear friend of mine and the great songwriter, Philip White, who wrote Moving On by Rascal Flatts, Reba's I'm a Survivor, and numerous other hits, showed up at my office one day with the twisting king, Chubby Checker. Chubby had arrived in town to kind of check out the Nashville music scene to see, I guess, if he wanted to be a part of it. So that came in and sat down, and Chubby insisted that we play a couple of those songs on his tape. So we sat there and listened to those 2 songs, and it was kind of funny how they had that familiar sound of, come on baby, let's do the twist. Well, I passed the tape on to Steve Buckingham and A&R, and Steve listened and he passed on it. And so I had to call Chubby and gently let him know that CBS was not quite ready yet for the twist. So, and he seemed surprised that we weren't all wanting him to do this. But that was back in the day when Nashville was still into its country music being country music. So, and then I really cherished those 30 years that I was with CBS Records. It was a great time, a fun time, and I feel so fortunate to have experienced that significant period in time in music history. And I treasure those memories, but my greatest treasure, achievement, and blessing in life are my 2 wonderful and handsome sons, Ken and Randy, and my beautiful grandchildren, Celine, Melissa, Amanda, and Matthew. Kenny couldn't be here tonight because he lives out of state and has been under the weather for the past few days, but Randy is here with my granddaughter, Melissa, who is working with Flood, Bumstead, McCready, and McCarthy, and loving it. Thank you, Mary Ann. Also, my sister Mary is here, my niece Debbie, and my Stampley family, Tony, Melissa, Terry Jo, Megan, and Tara, who is a brand new entertainment attorney, getting ready to make her mark. And again, thank you to all the Source members, all the ladies that have put this together tonight. It's really, really wonderful and high class for sure. And all the ladies that I've worked with in the music industry all those years, it's just almost like family when we all have the opportunity to get together because we shared so many years together and so much. So again, thank you for this honor tonight. I really appreciate it.